All right, welcome back to the Soulful Afro Show, Miss Yvette.
So we're gonna close out the show, but you probably heard while we were playing some Celia going, "Soy antillana, no debe haber separación." You know what that line means? We shouldn't be separated. That's what she's saying, that we're all Afro-Antillians. But today we're gonna say, "No debe haber separación," because we're all African. We're all people of African descent, and we should not be separated. That's why I love that song. So gracias Geraldo por esa canción. My friend Geraldo shared that song with me, and I was like, that's gonna become one of my stamp songs, because she's saying no debe haber separación. We should not be separated. We're all, in the video she's showing the Puerto Rican, all Caribbean countries, because Afro-Antillian means Afro-Caribbean. But I'm extending it and changing Celia's words and saying no debe haber separación del afrodescendiente, of Afro descendants. So I'm closing out with the kind acts. So one of my kind acts for the week was that my friend shared that song with me. Another kind act was that I got a good morning from an Afro-Bolivian sister, Paola, who sent me a message. And she said in her message back to me, she said, "Lindo resto del día, linda malaika de la diáspora."
Malaika?
Yeah. You know what that means?
No.
Malaika means queen and light. And I thought that was so sweet. And it came all the way from Bolivia. That just made my day and my week. Also, another thank you to another musician, David, who's always putting these great songs, sending me great songs for the day. And he sent me a song, an old song with Ismael Rivera. He also sent me a old John Coltrane song, and that was a nice balance of both sides of my heart. Any kind acts or good things that made you smile a little extra?
Okay, that is for radio. Can't help it. It's who I am. So, the what I can think of this actually on top of my heart right now is one of my friends, Talia, who lives in Tallahassee, Florida, sent me pictures of a celebration of life of a brother that was in Tallahassee. He passed away in Tallahassee, Florida. He was an elder to me. He was a teacher to me, to many folks in our community. Someone who was just a gentle heart, just a beautiful brother who, you know, he would bring light into a space, and he would do everything he can to make sure that you shine also. And so, you know, thank you, Talia, for sharing pictures, because I wasn't able to be there, to share pictures with me, to let me see, you know, who was there and feel as though my spirit was in the space. So,
and I actually have a mirroring thing, because not being home for the celebrations, but then enough folks putting videos that made me feel like I was still there with my people. And I was mostly proud because the violence in my hometown has gone up, and during the past few years, 3rd, 4th, and 5th of November, we haven't had the parade in the fashion that it should be. And it was wonderful to see that this year we got it back. We got it back. And then one kind of, I get these daily meditations, and I wanted to close out with this, because this was so lovely. And the title was In Awe of Beauty. And it said, all we have to do is look for beauty, and she is there all around us at any given moment. And I just love that, because we don't see the beauty in ourselves enough as a people, as a community, and as individuals. We leave it up to other people. I continue to feel that we're leaving too much to other people to make us move, think, and be happy who we need to be. And I think if there's any soulful happenings that we want to leave you with for today, is that as we spoke about Ebola, as we spoke about all the topics that we touched on, you were amazing. Thank you so much. You were beyond.
Oh, me?
Yes. You were good and beyond what I expected today, and I knew that was gonna be. It just gives me hope that we have people like you in the community who are going to be having these conversations in the realest of ways, and I'm glad that you brought that to the Soulful Afro Show. I will be sharing some of Chioma's thoughts throughout the week on the Soulful Afro page. If you have other questions for her, feel free to email me, nubianpana@gmail.com, and we will share it with her. We will be back next week. She hopefully will be back again soon, because as we all know, this is not something that's going to end tomorrow.
Right.
So thank you all for tuning in to this soulful version of the Soulful Afro Show, where we talk about the soulful happenings in our community. See you next week. Be well.
All right, thank you for listening and watching Soulful Afro, Miss Yvette, special guest Miss Chioma. This is Hafiz, the big voice of Africa. Keep it locked right here on AfricanRadioOnline.com. And join us as we come close to our 10-year anniversary next year. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.